Hi everyone, welcome back to How to College. This is Katie, and I'm joined today by Derek Zander, who is, you have a lot of different hats here on campus.
I do, yep. I serve as the Vice President for Advancement in Athletics.
And so the big piece that we're going to talk about today is that athletics. You know, there's a lot of students who might think, oh, when I go to college, I want to play softball, I want to play baseball, I want to play football. But there are actually some processes that you need to know about as you're getting ready for that. So what advice would you give? What are some things that you think high school students need to know that are wanting to play college sports?
Yeah, well, the first thing I think I would encourage all juniors, or at least by that point, to start to identify what college might be the right fit for them, and then to take a look at their athletic program to see if you might be able to be a good fit there. The second piece that I would encourage is to start to gather film of yourself, because as a former college coach, the one thing that I was most interested in was being able to have an opportunity to evaluate that student before I had the opportunity to meet them or invite them to campus. So I think those are probably two of the major things that I would encourage.
Right, especially because we're in Iowa and you may be playing in Oregon or in other states. It's hard for coaches to kind of get out and see you playing, so that film is really important.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the cool things that separates us from a lot of institutions is the diversity of where our students come from, and that just adds to the culture of our intercollegiate athletic programs.
Right, because internationally too.
Yeah, we have over 40 countries represented here on campus, and a majority of them are actually on our men's soccer team. So it's interesting to watch a game and just how they communicate with one another, coming from different cultures and backgrounds.
Yeah. So thinking about college, you know, you think about the D1 sports, you see all those big tournaments and all that, but there's actually different types of college athletics. There's the NAIA, there's NCAA, there's different pieces. What are some differences between those?
Yeah, I think when people think of athletics, you want to think of Division I Alabama, Division I USC, kind of those big time programs. And people really don't understand that there's a lot of opportunities for students who might not be exactly at that level of caliber, or they're just looking for something a little bit different. They are looking for more of a one-on-one feel with the professor, or smaller roster sizes, and I think it just depends on what you're looking for. That'll make you fit that affiliation. So some programs do a little bit differently, but it just kind of varies. But again, there's all sorts of opportunities for you. It's just a matter of deciding what's the best for you and what's the best climate or culture that you might be successful in.
Because ultimately the point of being in college is getting that degree, going on and getting that. So you want to make sure that they have your major, that they have different options for you, and it's a good fit all around. And kind of going along with that, grades are also important with athletics, right? It's kind of a big part. There's some eligibility pieces. So you talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So for most athletic programs, it's a requirement to be full-time as you're attending the university, which means it's most of the time it's 12 credits per semester. Some universities or institutions will do it a little bit differently, but all intercollegiate athletic programs will require you to maintain or remain in academics, in good academic standing, which is important. And to what you just stated, that getting your degree is the most important thing, regardless of where you're at. So if you're going to an institution just to play and participate in athletics, I would encourage you to rethink your priorities, identify a major that you think you can be a part of, and really evaluate what you want to do 4, 5, 10 years after you graduate. Because again, that's the most important thing.
Right. We always talk with our student athletes that first semester of that time management piece. And so if you're not in a major that you really like, or you're just kind of in it for that, then it's hard to balance that time and still maintain your eligibility and be in good status. So
yeah, and quite frankly, you don't want to be bored in class. If you're bored in class, you're going to be less likely to pay attention. So it's important to try to find something that you feel good about, that you're interested in, and focus on that, because athletics will keep you busy. Whether it's weight room times in the morning, conditioning in the afternoon, additional study hall tables, it just kind of varies.
Yeah.
But in order you to manage all of that, you're going to need to find something you're passionate about and you want to be successful in.
So if I'm interested in coming to Iowa Wesleyan to play sports, is there information on the website or anywhere else that I can kind of look out, or who should I contact?
Yeah, so the first thing I would do is go to iwtigers.com. It's our athletic website. You can find information on all of our programs, some of the statistics or history of those programs, some of the recent successes, and you can go under each program, click on the head coach, and I would encourage you to email as much information about yourself, meaning film, GPA, ACT, those types of information to the head coach. He'll then, or she will then, evaluate you and reach back out to you accordingly. I think that'll probably be the biggest and most important first step when you're looking at an athletics program.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And thank you all. Make sure you stay tuned for more episodes of How to College, as we'll talk about more interesting topics. Thanks. Bye.